What is up, Command This Nation? It's your boy Philio, filling in for our normal host Steve. I got alongside me here the man Dev. You know him as the man who makes all the beats, all the good production, all the wonderful sounds you hear in the backgrounds and in the foregrounds of this show. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves and having a great beginning to their June. Dev, how are you doing this evening?
Hanging in there, man. Thanks for the shout out on my music. Do got some new stuff coming out. June 13th. Not really new, just releasing some old stuff and waiting on my new stuff to come out called Bars, already set in August. But June 13th will be Interlude of Lovers. It's just love songs, man. And then the 17th single, I'm Not Okay.
But y'all need to be following Dev on Spotify for this.
Nixon 12.
need to be following him on Spotify. I follow him on Spotify. I've been doing that for a while now. And let me tell you something.
Thank you. I just got my Spotify back up, but for the most part in the last month or so. But it's all right. Slow motion, but
yeah. Well, you see, all I'm saying is that our fans need to be providing that support. Look at the chat. Yam.
I'm gonna get Phil on a verse before it's all over. I'll bring Phil out the. I really know your homeboy. I know he still raps. Your homeboy does battle.
Oh, the dude does battles. Yeah.
If I send him a track, just needs a verse on it. I think he'll do it.
Probably. I have to see.
It's just straight.
I know he took a little time off after his last battle, but so far, I mean, he had a battle up at Capitol Battlegrounds against Aaron Dell and mopped the floor with him.
Really?
But that's kind of what he does. I don't know if y'all watch battle rap. See, he hates it when I say this, but I always say he reminds me of Big K. Just except for the fact that this dude's like 6'5". So it's like when this dude's in your face, he's looking down at you, and he's loud, like he projects.
I think I'll be okay at battle rapper, but I'm not a battle rapper. I ain't really much on it. But
nah,
it'd be something I'll be okay at. I don't want to do it.
But
I'm more afraid of losing.
Steve, who could not be here this evening, will not be here on Thursday as well. Just as a programming note, says Nixon 12. Oh man. Yeah, it says he was in Indy during the playoffs watching basketball games tonight while he was up there on his trip. And he said that town was rocking. I'm sure Indianapolis, but Indiana in general loves them some basketball. But Yam wants to see your shirt. Dev.
That's out.
Sonic. Oh, that's the original one too. He's the fastest thing alive. Ryan Elias wants to know if are you going for OKC? Because he says this final's gonna be whack.
I'm not, man. Nobody's gonna watch this shit. Everybody watch for the Knicks, bro. Everybody watch for the Knicks. Now they're gone. I don't care who wins this shit. I'm not gonna watch one of the games. I'm not gonna watch one of them. I'm not even gonna place any money on it, dog. I'm letting it go. It's all focused on Washington Commanders football from this point on. No distractions. No Knicks on my TV screen in the background for the first time. So I'm cool, man. This is both my teams made it to the conference finals in their respective sports. Now I can't consider neither one was supposed to be a good year. It was supposed to be close for either one of them. So we exceeded our expectations, I think.
Yam likes your shirt.
Appreciate you, bro.
And he says he's definitely pulling for the Pacers now because he has a bunch of college friends and family from Indy. So
With basketball, hope wins. I hope OKC mops them.
Steve said you're speaking truth, Dev. He's not watching anymore either.
Yeah, nobody cares about that shit no more, though. They like.
You know what's funny is that I heard people say, "Oh, this final's gonna be trash because it's gonna be bad basketball." Like, how is it?
No, it's gonna be offense versus defense.
How is OKC and Indy bad basketball? Like, I don't get.
It's gonna be good basketball, actually.
Yeah, it's not gonna be bad basketball.
It's gonna be offensive defense.
Y'all like smaller market teams.
Yeah,
that's all.
Down the court and trying to just keep doing pick and roll so they get the switch they want. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a very boring brand of basketball, though. But
it's gonna be very bread and butter basketball.
Yeah.
But Yam also chimed in, says he's probably gonna watch game 1. Then if it comes to game 7, we'll watch that, but that'll be about it. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch anything. Yeah. Stanley Cup final doesn't tickle me either.
I didn't even know that was happening.
That's happening at the same time. It's a repeat of last year's final. It's Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers.
No way.
It's the same final we had last year. I wanted Winnipeg and Washington because I wanted the 2 best teams in there. Plus, I'm a Caps fan. But hey, there's always next year. Anyway, and yeah, I was waiting for the Oilers to pull it out. Me too, just because I don't like seeing Florida teams win hockey championships. Now, on to the subject at hand. If you were not aware, the Commanders have a very nice, I guess you would say, reality show kind of deal, documentary style called Commander's Log. And the most recent one focused on the draft. And it's a very interesting show in terms of how they, you really kind of get to see some of the day-to-day actions and how this front office operates. So anyway, we're going to do a little watch along. We're going to watch it. We're going to interject our own commentary. So, YouTube, this is fair use. Because we're going to be stopping often to talk about things, point out things we see. If you've tuned into one of my Phil streams, this is something I do often, just doing some watch alongs and interjecting with thoughts and commentary on what we're seeing. So let me pull this up now. And this is going to be, this is Commander's Log, Season 4, Episode 4, Finding the Newest BMFs.
Darkness.
So let me move us to the corner here so y'all get a nice look at everything. So let's get started.
I'm just here to win. That's the goal, and that's what I came here to do.
Rainier Beach to DC, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, right, man.
Hello?
Is this Trey?
Yes, sir. Trey Amos go off the board at number 61. I had him number 28 overall.
I had a first-round grade on Trey Amos. He was long, fast, physical.
Hey, man, I just can't wait to put in work, man.
Hear the phone.
First thing I'm going to say is that I heard that Trey Amos is apparently a star at OTAs. Like, he is blowing people away.
Yeah, they said that about Forbes, bro.
Yeah, well, who we trust more?
Long, tall, and showed out in OTAs.
Yeah, who we trust more to give us the proper assessment right now?
You said
that's
they.
A thought. Just a thought.
Ring, the whole room gets quiet. AP's on the phone talking to me.
All right, well, turn around and tell them you're going to be the true commander, man. You're a BMF. Exactly.
Has a really unique instinct with the ball in his hands. He's got a nose for the sticks and first down.
I was also had a thought in the back of my mind, like I want to be a coach one.
Hey, what's up?
What up, coach?
Congratulations.
Corey Croskey-Merritt. This guy's one of my favorite sleepers in the entire draft class.
Hey, make some noise, man.
All I can say is I'm ready for a new season.
What you guys mean to the city, what you mean to the team, what you mean to winning.
Hats off to you guys for always staying true and through. And I'm just happy that we have a team that we can really cheer for now.
We're pumped that we had another commander of the building.
By the way, if y'all aren't watching these, you should be. This is really well done.
I haven't watched one.
Yeah. It is a great. Obviously it's going to be put with the slant of, it's going to try to look at the best light possible, but they really do get, kind of behind the scenes here in ways that it's very nice to see. It's nice to have those cameras on some of these areas, talking to these players, talking to the coaches and so forth.
Okay, Green Bay. It's time to get the show started. Are you ready? The 2025 NFL Draft is now officially open. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock with the first pick in the 2025.
I'm going to tell you this now. I am going to stop. There's going to be certain things that you may not miss that may fly under your radar as you're watching. Very interesting stuff to come that in terms of how this draft went.
NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward. The New York Giants select Abdul Carter, defensive end, Penn State. The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama.
Hey, bud. Good, how you doing? Hey, Nick. Hey, V. How you doing, bud?
The New York Giants select Jackson Dart, quarterback, Mississippi.
We have a ton of calls, and obviously that 192 is extremely light. So
The Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr.
There's this guy. When I first got hired, this guy told me there's an in-division tax. You know anything about that?
If y'all don't realize, so I love when people, they assess the draft and go, why didn't we trade up? Why didn't we trade back? It's not for a lack of effort. He's on the phone with people. That's what they're kind of showing you, is that he's sitting there texting, he's sitting there taking calls. And that's the thing that I always try to tell people, is that just because we didn't make a move doesn't mean that the conversations weren't being had. It's a matter of the just the right trade package just wasn't there as far as Adam was concerned. So
and for the record, it's Adam Peters talking in the war room. Is that the war room they're in?
Yeah, this is the war room. Our war room looks like it looks like a command center for a war. All right. If you ever see, or command center for like a space mission, if you ever look at those space missions, it's set up a lot like this. So we actually, instead of having a bunch of guys sitting around in a just a plain old office room, no, they got it set up. They got screens behind Adam Peters, they got screens in front of them, they got stuff all over the place. Everybody's got a laptop in front of them. You see, look at this big binder sitting right here at the bottom left corner, and everybody's got information and so forth. So it really is like a massive mobilization of effort to make this draft happen. So they're definitely taking it seriously. And you'll notice who's not in the picture are any of the owners are meddling. There's no Dan Snyder in there making sure his face is seen. Nothing like that. It's kind of refreshing. The focus is on the GM who is making these moves.
Okay, yeah, we wouldn't do that, but let me know if you change your mind.
The Baltimore Ravens select Malachi Starks.
Can you tell me who you're taking? I can say yes or no. No? All right, then I don't know if I can do it. You want to give me initials? Position? Well, I mean, I'm not going to take him just because you're taking him. I'm going to take him because we want him. I mean, there's one guy that we're going to take. So,
Detroit Lions select Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State.
We're going to stay and pick. Held our breath for about 17 picks. And let's see. Scants. Want to pull him off the board? Your guy. Put that one in your pocket, buddy.
Give it to Rob first.
Yeah, this is it's a true commander right here. He was outstanding in every step of the way, really. And he's going to be better and better and better. Cliffy, thank you for your help.
It's Joe's favorite guy, too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So what they're saying is that both Cliff Kingsbury and Joe Witt both liked Josh Connerly. These are both your offensive and defensive coordinators liked this guy. That was their guy. So offensive tackle was, Josh Connerly was, I think, their target from the jump, as that's the guy we're going to get unless he gets taken off the board first. But I think that from the way it sounds, that was the guy they wanted from the jump.
I was scared he wasn't going to be there. I'm like shocked that he's there.
Wait a minute.
Win.
Oh, there it is. 5 o'clock today.
That's right.
Yeah, I know you did too.
So that's a draft card. Quinn has been holding on to his pocket a draft card with Josh Connerly's name on it since 5 o'clock that day. So he already knew he wanted the guy. It's the first time I think I've ever seen it where it's universal. Even the opposing side's coordinator, defensive coordinator wanted the offensive guy. The offensive coordinator wanted the offensive guy. Head coach wanted that offensive guy. Well, they all wanted the same guy. When was the last time you ever heard of that, where there was just like no options, no changes, no nothing? So Deluxe said that the deal they would make wasn't there to be made. That's absolutely right. Yeah, says I like how he told Howie to shove off. And I liked how Deluxe loved Howie's reaction to the Connerly pick. Yeah, it's nice to see the team really be united, and this is the guy we want. It means that there's communication. There's nobody. The owner wants this guy, so we'll get him. But then the football guys will make something happen so they can get their guy. None of that. Everybody's on the same page here.
What? Put this in my back pocket at 5 o'clock today.
You got it, these two?
What? That was what I wanted.
What's another bucket?
I got to say,
Let me see the bucket.
All right.
Hello?
Is this Josh?
Yeah.
Josh, what's up, man? It's Adam Peters with the Commanders. How you doing?
What's going on? How are you?
Doing great, man.
Shit.
I've been holding my breath for about 20 picks. Hoping you do, man. Welcome to the Brotherhood. We're so pumped to have you, man.
Dude, phone started buzzing. I seen the Virginia area code. I'm like, oh damn, that's them. That's them. So I was hyped. I answered the phone. I already know who was gonna be on it, and was just ready for the moment.
We are so pumped, man. Are you in Seattle right now?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, this is unbelievable, man. We are so like this whole room is. Let them hear it, boys. Yeah. You're a true commander. You're gonna fit right in here. You can add
Hold on, I can't hear.
It's all right, man. Enjoy your family. Enjoy them first. Congratulations, man. We're so pumped to have you.
Thank you, guys.
What's up?
I'm gonna need my playbook.
Yeah, you need your. I know you will, man.
I like that. I like they had the whole room cheer, so basically the kid felt welcome. It's always interesting to hear that, because a lot of times you'll see those calls and it's kind of quiet, and here like, nah, room, let them know how you feel. Whole room cheers. Like if you're a 20, 21-year-old kid coming out of college and you're gonna go to your first pro team, it's nice to know that your team wants you, right? What do you think, Dev?
It is very nice to know that your team wants you, man. It's a pretty good. It's pretty cool. The NFL allows cameras to be in there to catch that moment. It's something that we remember the rest of our lives.
Absolutely. says honestly he was wishing for more O-line moves. Like he knows we all know he wanted O-line last year. And O-line helps both run and pass.
Didn't we get two? Did we get one or two?
We got one, but we also traded for Larry Tunsil.
Traded for Larry Tunsil, yeah.
Yeah, so I know what you meant O-line, not online. You're good.
Oh, yeah, we're watching Japanese anime porn again. Just kidding, yeah.
We'll get it to you. We're gonna fly you out here, man. So we'll get it to you then. All right. I think if it's on.
All right, let's do it. My mom was right here. My dad, my stepmom, my little brother, and then my uncle was on the other side of my mom. And it just means the world to have both my parents right there with me, because those are the ones that have poured into me the most. For me becoming as great of an athlete as I am, and for them just becoming as great as a man as I am. You know what I mean? There's nobody I give more credit to than them. So.
Rainier Beach to DC, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's right, man. We cannot wait to get you here, man. You represent all the things we love about our team. You're going to be great here.
For sure.
Culture fit.
Josh Harris, owner, and give you congrats. See you soon. Here's Josh.
For sure. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, man, welcome to Washington. Can't wait to see you. Another job.
I appreciate you. That's what we like to, yeah. We like that.
Yeah, a lot of special things going on, and can't wait to see you. Congrats.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the night.
I appreciate you.
I
will.
See you.
With the 29th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Ooh.
the Washington Commanders select Josh Connerly Jr., tackle, Oregon.
Just a dream come true, and I just know a little more.
I wish they wouldn't call him until after they announce it.
So that means.
What was that, Dev?
I wish they wouldn't call him until after they announce it.
Well, they always like to let the kids know ahead of time. I don't know. That's been the tradition, I guess.
I think they should change it, especially in the event. People are now, catfishing people. I think they should definitely. They're pranking people. I think they should definitely not call them until afterwards.
Well, after this year, with what happened with Shedeur Sanders, that may end up being the case.
Yeah, it happened to about 6 or 7 people. It just that Shedeur is more popular than the rest of the guys.
True, it probably has happened to more than a few.
No, it did happen this year to like 5 or 6 people. That same guy got like 4 or 5 people. They just only talk about him. He got a bunch of people.
Punk kid, man.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't a kid. He was a grown ass adult. He was a grown ass adult. He was 20-something years old. Why are you living home with your daddy anyways? You're a grown ass adult.
Because daddy makes money,
Yeah. That's true.
That's why.
Hey, man, I like that one. Yeah, I know. We talked about that. Take care of the man.
Yeah. Doug Williams.
That's a steal right there. That's a big time.
Good job. Hey, here. Cute, great job. Yes. That's the one I wanted.
That was the one. That was the one I wanted right there.
I said I wrote this down.
Yeah. I just said I did every position. I got this earlier in the week.
If you can't read that, it says, I stopped by, take Oregon tackle. Thanks, Cliff. He left that in Adam Peterson's office. Cliff Kingsbury did. So, yeah, they were all in on him from the jump. I think that guy was got to be like top 2 on their board the entire way. But seeing stuff like that is really cool to me.
Yeah,
you don't get to see that. You don't get to see the process, and the fact that everybody was in on this kid, which tells me he was very impressive, obviously. So now he's got expectations to live up to, and let's hope that he does.
Season. I said I never listened to you. Offensive line coach. That's great. That's great. That's great. Talent level, skill set.
I saved this, man. Put it on my desk.
How it's fun with you. Did you pull some piece of paper out of his pocket, slam it on the table?
Yeah.
It's got your name on it.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Gave it to me. That's it.
Can you actually hold it up?
Yeah. You spelled my last name with 2 N's, but you know, it's all good though. Hey, you know, hey, the thought it's all the thought that counts. But yeah.
What does it mean to have be selected by the people that believe in you that much?
It makes you want to go even harder. You know what I mean? And you know them taking a chance on me means the world to me. And
should have got him a pick.
I'll do whatever. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that.
Say that one more time for the audience, Dev.
Should have got his ass a pick or a hot cone, nigga. I mean, I don't know. I'm from the era where black parents said they should come out your house with your head like that. But hey, this is a new generation. Not making it look like you ain't comb your fucking head is the new style now. You know, I wouldn't say it to his face. That's, but yeah.
I believe that is a form of the low taper fade.
He got a tinker taper. He's good, man. That top some beads. He has some bad green. He got some Ahmad Green going on in there. Some Kevin Durant.
Look, said you wrong, Dev.
Hey, you see the move the mouse across the hairline, nigga. That's some rough terrain, nigga. That's his dad looked a little too light skinned for him to have hair like that. You know what I'm saying? That's but you know, hey, the nigga can play ball, so I don't give a fuck about it. He can play ball.
Yeah,
the nappiest head motherfuckers can play ball the best. Everybody I went to school with, the ones with the worst hair grain were the best ballers. So look at Kevin
Especially
Durant.
on the offensive line, especially the O-line.
Look at Kevin Durant. That nigga can score 30 on anyone. The worst head of hair I've ever seen in my life. Look like a bunch of boiled rocks on his head, man. Just terrible. We call them BBs and buckshot.
This organization continues to be on the uprise and gets to the top.
Good-looking family,
Josh's
man.
Family. This is a really, really cool night. Really, today is another great day for the Commanders organization. Really so pumped to be adding Josh and his family to our family. And really, we got an incredible football player. I think you guys all know that. But I think we got an even better young man. And that's just the truth. It's really, really cool to get a person and a player of his caliber. And to where we picked, I just couldn't be more thrilled. So really, Josh embodies what we look for in a commander in every single way. And we're really thrilled to add you to the brotherhood, buddy. And so I'll be short and sweet, but on behalf of Josh Harris and the entire Commanders organization, I want to be able to introduce Josh Connolly Jr. to the family.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it hit me a little bit on the plane here. And I mean, the last 18 hours have been really surreal, but I've been enjoying it all with my family. You know what I mean?
If you cut his hair off, he look like Eric Bieniemy.
Well, we've heard a lot about you. Not only you're playing
I took an edible. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
You say he looks like Eric Bieniemy?
Show me a picture of Eric Bieniemy right now. I know you got one on there. Bring up Eric Bieniemy and imagine him with hair.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
It's Eric Bieniemy's kid. We're gonna find out he's Eric Bieniemy's kid, like Jimmy Butler's Michael Jordan's kid.
Let's see here. So let's first show this one. This is where we stop with Mr. Connerly, right?
That's 100% Eric Bieniemy, bro.
And then
y'all ain't gonna be able to unsee it.
Hold on. That's Eric Bieniemy.
Man, it's the same guy, bro.
Hopefully. Deluxe said, don't show me that. Don't say that. Don't even remind us of EB. He's closing his eyes. Let him know it's over.
He does look like
it's over. It's over, Deluxe. Don't worry.
Hey, Bieniemy was a dog when he played.
He was a dog when he played.
Yeah,
Problem is, he was an awful coach when he was here.
Yeah.
Abilities, but who you are as a person. What do you think is the one thing you want the Washington community, the DMV, to know about you?
I'm just here to win, and that's the goal, and that's what I came here to do.
My hands and their haircuts.
Let's go, Green Bay. You ready? Round 2.
I guess I can take cigarette. We're getting close.
It worked. Let's do it again.
Whatever happened.
2 spots. 2.5.
All right, so someone's offered them to move up 2 spots in the second round, and they wanted to swap 164 and 205 as well. So it's interesting for them to kind of process this one.
Yeah, we do have a corner here. And so does Chicago. What do you think there? Who's the Jets need? Receiver, DT, quarterback.
Championship gold looks good on the blue and orange.
Fucking Seth Rollins. If y'all don't know, Seth Rollins is a WWE wrestler and a massive Chicago Bears fan. He's from Iowa. And he also got up there.
Very good on TV, by the way.
Said that Caleb Williams was a much better quarterback than Jayden Daniels.
By the way, Seth Rollins was on ESPN for a whole day here recently, man, and he nailed every appearance. He was the best part of every show he was on, bro.
Oh, he's and it's funny because I remember watching that. I remember watching him 20 years ago in Ring of Honor. But it's funny to see him now. The man is a massive personality.
Yeah, he's really dope.
He commands your attention.
I watched the WWE while I was taking care of my business before I got on here. I was actually watching a WWE Untold episode where he was talking about Bailey and what's the chick's name when they do the 4 Horsewomen thing, the girls.
The 4 Horsewomen?
Yeah, they when they first did that the first time, and they were talking about the battle between the 2 women that was in there fighting, Bailey and the other girl, and it kind of helped make that happen. And he was crying on the sideline because he was so excited for them both, the ladies.
Yeah, because one of them was Becky Lynch, who was his wife.
Oh, okay. No, Becky Lynch wasn't one of them. It was
no. The 4 Horsewomen were Bailey, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair. And,
Sasha Banks. It was Sasha Banks and Bailey that were fighting for the belt.
Yeah, because they tore it down. I remember all that. Sasha's now over in AEW. Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, she's tough.
She is about to have a head-on clash for the women's title at All In. Y'all,
it's froze now.
The baseball stadium down in Dallas. So, but anyway, enough plugging wrestling. Let's get back to talking about Commander's Log.
Gold looks good on the blue and orange.
It's a wrestler. And they got a nickel. They paid that nickel, right? Yeah. Regardless, I think it's 12 picks away anyway. But the chef's one, and the chef's pick isn't even like, it's just a swap.
I like that he called the Chiefs the chefs. If you all
They're
don't
always
remember,
cooking.
yeah. Well, y'all know the joke. Or remember the old commercial, and they brought it back. They did a new version of it, where it's like when you can't focus when you're hungry, and the guy does like the entire end zone for the Chiefs, but he misspells the chefs.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Peters is joking. He's calling them the chefs. Like, that's funny. That's just a funny little weird reference by Adam Peters.
Hey, no, but most likely stick and pick. Most likely, but I'll let you know.
Can I see her bit?
Okay. All right. Thanks, man. It's time. Yeah.
I know, but decent shape. Or...
Most likely stick and pick. Highly likely. Most likely. Yeah. Somewhat likely. Hey, Joe. Swing over here. Real quick. So we got these two. Go get that. Come on.
They got two ideas in their head here. They
Guys, it's a good one. We were prepared to take this young man in the first round if we needed to. And
catch that. They were prepared to take Trey Amos in the first round if Connerly wasn't there. Amos fell to them all the way in the second. And a lot of teams had a first-round grade on Trey Amos. So that's an interesting little tidbit that they were prepared to take this dude in the first round because they really wanted him.
And we were patient and waited, and here he is in the second round. And I feel like we're getting almost 2 first-rounders here. We're going to go with Trey Amos.
Hello?
Is this Trey?
Yes, sir.
Trey, Adam Peters with the Commanders. How you doing, man?
And I'm doing good,
We're doing good too, man, because we cannot believe you're there, but we're
going to don't know if it's AI calling
right here, and you're a great commander.
Do what? What'd you say?
I said, now you don't know if it's AI calling you. Hell,
True. I mean, people
FaceTime me. You got FaceTime me.
FaceTime me so I know it's real. So I know it's legit.
Yes, sir.
A lot of emotions, building up into that point. It was a long journey, and I have no regrets.
We just celebrated in this room because you're there, and you're going to be. You're everything we want: the commander, the corner, and competitor. You've done it the hard way, man. You've worked hard. You've gone to 3 different schools, got better and better and better. And I know you're going to get better here. So congratulations, bud.
Thank you, man. I can't wait. For real. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing better now. You're a bad man.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome home, bro.
Let's go, man.
And, we'll take a lot.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, man.
I got you.
That's all.
All right.
Let me ask you this, because obviously all the focus is on Adam Peters. Thought process here. How many GMs in the NFL have reached this kind of like rock star level, right? Because there's not many. But Adam Peters, his name gets brought up a lot in national media in ways that only a couple guys get. Howie Roseman is one. There's a couple others. Not a lot of GMs are put up there as part of that face of the organization in terms of the front office. You get your head coach and your owner, not usually your GM, but Adam Peters. And a lot of it's personality. He's a likable guy. He's really good with the media, but it's interesting to see that he is, kind of becoming this, it's almost like he's more the face of the front office than the owners are. Josh Harris kind of taking a step back.
I think that's how it's supposed to be, though. Like GMs in football are supposed to be.
They're supposed to be. They're usually not. Have you noticed that? Usually if you hear a GM's name a lot, it's all for all the wrong reasons. Howie Roseman's kind of the exception to that. Right here. Deluxe points out, he goes, it's Howie, Ozzie, EDC, Khan.
Khan, you talking about the Khan that's in fucking the
Jaguars? Yeah, Khan's an owner. Deluxe.
Yeah, he's trash though. What the fuck have they done, dog? What the fuck have they done? Besides trade that whole draft pick for a dude that might be a good receiver.
Well, my point is that Peters is in very rare air, and this is his first actual GM gig, but he is in rare air. He has kind of become, and I like that. I like that, after all those years of Dan Snyder trying to hog the spotlight, the idea we have a GM who's kind of the face of the front office, the executive face, and not the owner.
How much you think of that is accredited to Jayden Daniels just working out? What if all the other picks worked exactly how they did except for Jayden Daniels? Would you still feel the same way?
Maybe a little less because Jayden had such high expectations. But if everything else cooks, the fact that we turned this thing around from 4-13 to 12-4 or 12-5 in one season, that puts a lot in your name that you're able to do that with a team in one season.
Do you think somebody else will be able to do it this year? Like, who do you think that was terrible last year will be good this year? The Bears, maybe?
Has a
chance at it. You think Tennessee? You think their quarterback makes that leap?
No.
We need to have Mr. Titan on. I wonder what he thinks.
No, I don't think many teams make that leap. I don't think many teams would do the churn and burn with the roster the way we did. Oh, I know. Let's talk about
Brown and fucking Omar Carr. I got you. Brown and the running back went to Baltimore. Henry.
Yeah.
Like if they had Brown and Henry still in Tennessee with Ward, then it's a different story
for sure.
Yeah, those small market teams can't get free agents, man. That's why I don't understand why they let guys like that go.
You know what though? Small market teams in some areas have some advantages. Like Tennessee's got a great advantage because they can offer slightly lesser salaries because there's no state income tax.
Yeah, but nobody wants to live in Tennessee. By the way, Nashville is like the southern Las Vegas, by the way. I live right next to it. Nashville's great. But the point is that if you have a chance to live in Miami, LA, you don't want to live in Nashville, bro.
It depends. Not everybody wants to do that Miami and LA lifestyle.
Yeah, but
you just gotta find the guys. You just gotta find the guys who don't want to do that.
But the ones that are good want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But at the same time, DC manages to attract a lot of people. And it's not like DC is the sexiest location. But if your organization, if you can sell them on everything else, there's a lot to do in DC. But if you can sell them on everything else, and this is still a top 8 media market in the country.
Yeah, it's a big market. Tennessee, not so much. But
Yeah, I
DC
think
is
that's
the
part of it. And I think DC, we tend to forget that. DC's a weird thing because we're because of the city and the fact that it's the suburbs make up the bulk of everything. DC itself doesn't have a large population, but the DC metro area is massive. And you know what else is massive? But
Cheese nuts.
but the thing is that DC, it's the DMV proper, the DC metro area is one of the top 8 media markets in the country. When you can say that, look, eyes will be on you if this team does well. And look what happened last year. Team did well, the entire country started falling in love with this team. And everybody on it. And that just makes Jayden Daniels, I think it's funny, is this huge star, and you don't see him out on a bunch of commercials. You don't see him out, doing anything other than just what you want him to do.
You getting them $900 Nikes?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he gets a $9 pair of Nikes.
Yeah, Daniels does. Get her come out.
Yeah, well, that's a little too rich for my blood. Good luck to him on that one, though.
I thought about it, man.
But Deluxe is listed off a couple others, maybe Lynch with Shanahan, maybe Lynch with Reed, or Veach with Reed, Poles in Chicago. But Peters has a higher profile, I think, outside of Washington than a lot of those guys. In terms of, you may know your GM and your fan base, but knowing other teams' GMs, I think that Adam Peters is one of the best known already. And a lot of it's because of the turnaround job. A lot of it is the hype. People thought he was the next best thing, next big thing as far as general managers go. So far, he's proven that to be true. I can't deny that.
Check this out. With the 61st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 3-time Super Bowl champions, 5 times world champions, Washington Commanders selects Trey Amos, defensive back, Mississippi.
What was that?
That's definitely Mississippi right there.
Oh, yeah, Trey Amos.
It was just everybody that was, supporting me throughout this whole process. And it wasn't just them. It was from, the whole group. So, yeah, man, it was just special.
That is renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive, but it is falling apart. Oh man, that was good, man.
Welcome to the 2025 Draft Day presented by SeatGeek. We are so glad that you are here with us today.
And look, it's Dre. It's Dre. All the people, look at they partying. It's love out here. And all I can say is, I'm ready for a new season.
Man, it's a blessing, man. Like I said, I feel like I grew up here with this fan base. We kind of been through the ups, the downs, the highs and lows together. We weathered the storm, and now we're on the other side of the storm, man. So last year and what's going to happen going forward was just an awesome feeling because you guys deserved it just as much as we did. So it's cool to be a part of that. I'm looking forward to many more years like that.
I mean, it means everything, man. Just to, have an amazing fan base, travel miles and miles away. I mean, even when we went out to Arizona, that's on the other side of the map, man. Just to see how many Washington fans we had in that crowd was amazing to see.
I'm from Florida, so when we
hold on a second here, I got questions. The hell's going on with Quan Martin's hairline?
Hey, that motherfucker.
Quan, you're like 23.
Push back.
That thing's getting pushed back like a defensive line from the tush push. He's getting.
I mean, it ain't that bad. He just got to be
for his age. It's. I
don't think he's thinning. I think that's just a cut, bro. He got a tinker taper, just the sides. He's straight.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just a slip of his forehead. It looks like it's fading back hard, though. You know, kind of the way LeBron's was starting to after a while.
LeBron's looked 45 years old since he was 12, though.
Yeah, well, that's why LeBron got them lace fronts.
He's like Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson looked the same age and coming to America as he does right now, old. It's like Morgan Freeman was always old. He was born 80 years old, bro. It's just old.
Yo, I saw the trailer to Glory last night.
Terry's.
I
that
saw
one
the
big
trailer.
Denzel Washington Terry, man, that one.
Yes. I saw the trailer to Glory. I'm like, goddamn, Morgan Freeman was old in 1989.
Damn, Morgan Freeman was playing an old nigga then, bro. You ever seen Fast Black? I think we already showed that Fast Black where we slapped the shit out of.
Yeah.
Man.
But Deluxe agrees that Peters has become one of the most notable, probably top 5 most recognizable GMs out there. Ryan says when he played the Bears
on the stage,
his South Rollins chance when Caleb drops back, troll the JD 5 coming, do the whole ooh whoa, do that whole deal that they do when he comes out, or do they sing it? They just do this.
I don't know a stage act that well.
He comes out, basically the fans just kind of just they whoa his music, right? And like the music will stop and 60,000 people are still doing it. You know, it is pretty epic when he comes out. Ryan Elias says Terry's hairline was by far worse. Terry's also 30. You're allowed to start having your hairline go to hell when you're 30.
Nah.
And then Deluxe says Crowder's hairline as a rookie was wild. Came into the league looking like a grizzled vet.
Man, Terry got that hairline like Smart Guy. Remember that Carter, that little black.
Oh my God.
He got the worst hairline in TV.
And that kid was like 8.
It's like, dude, you gotta quit letting them white folks at Nickelodeon cut your head, boy. You're like, it's weird as shit. You need to go on Nickelodeon and have your haircut. That's Nutella-lodian. That's what we're gonna start saying instead of N-word, Nutella.
Trying to see, all I can see is rookie cards for Jamison Crowder.
Who's there beside him? The lady. That's white.
Let me get back to that.
She got some Spizikes on, I think. I can't tell what she got on.
I think she's with the organization.
Okay.
I'll have an amazing fan base, travel miles and miles away. I mean, even when we went out to Arizona, that's on the other side of the map, man. Just to see how many Washington fans we had in that crowd was amazing.
I'm from Florida, so like
now I cannot see it. He is push.
Round the temples, man. It's pushed back. Man, I'd be slapping my barber.
We went back down there and played again for that wild card game, and I saw just how many fans was down there. I was like, damn, man, this is what happens, man, when you bring this city back to life. And these fans, you give them a chance to have something to believe in again, man. We're gonna.
And by the way, look, we all know I'm not one to talk about hairlines, but I'm also 42.
That's 3 black women right there, by the way. Red hair is black women now. So, you know.
That's right. Y'all claiming redheads now.
Gingers. You can't use the hard R on ginger. You got to use ginger.
My father's Irish side would be very proud, I guess.
There you go.
I don't know.
Guys on the same
Keep showing up for y'all because y'all just been waiting, man.
It's a fired up group, so thank you guys for
These
coming out.
niggas can't dance, bro.
More time spent together.
What?
Oh,
you about to start a fire with that one.
DC niggas can't dance, bro.
That's because y'all don't know nothing about go-go out there in Kentucky.
I want to go to my granddad's barbecue the music. That's what we call that.
What?
Every song sounds like Cameo doing the butt. Every song. Like I don't want to listen to doing the butt.
It's EU that does the butt, not Cameo.
Hallelujah. I don't want to hear that 100 times.
Put some respect on the go-go.
No, it really is. I get it. Well, you know, that's some shit my mom will listen to at the barbecue.
You probably getting some of the newer stuff. Like who does Welcome to DC? Mumbo Sauce. Bands like that. You would like that. Because it's a little more hip hop.
No, I like go-go music, man. I'm just messing with y'all. It's okay.
You're gonna get if you fly back out here, don't say that shit because I don't want to have to. Because now I gotta get caught between my loyalty to my birth city and my loyalty to my co-host not getting stomped the fuck out.
It's better than bluegrass music, which we have here. So I'll give y'all that. I mean, I'll listen to it over bluegrass music. And I like bluegrass music
out there.
Bluegrass music is okay. I mean, I don't want to listen to it at a football game, but it's okay, you know.
What is it? The heavy metal? Someone told me. Someone said that it's kind of true. It's the heavy metal country music.
Oh my gosh, country music. I'm probably gonna choose. It depends. Is Black Sabbath heavy metal or just rock music?
It's early heavy metal. No, I was gonna say that somebody told me that bluegrass is
isn't country music
version of country music.
Yeah, it's not. Bluegrass isn't country music. I could listen to bluegrass. I don't really care for too much country. You know what I'm saying? I could listen to some bluegrass. I listen to some Dead South, some shit like that, man. But I ain't gonna
make sure that happens.
Yeah, well, come to DC, it's go-go. It's go-go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I like that. We got a lot of good stuff to do.
No doubt.
Kill them out there.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
I've been all around the world. I haven't seen anything like this fan base. So hats off to you guys for always staying true and through. And I'm just happy that we have a team that we can really cheer for now.
It's the heritage of this team and the potential of this team. So it's both.
Let me point this out because this is a guy you all don't really know. This is the guy who took Jason Peters' job.
Was that Chris Thompson? Was that Chris Thompson on the last thing?
Or it's actually the next one. Because it's that was Santana Moss, and then he went to Mark Klaus. This is the guy who took Jason Peters' job. Or Jason Wright's job, not Jason Peters. Jason Wright's job. Jason Peters, goddamn tackle from Eagles. What am I thinking? Now, Jason Wright was team president, and that's the guy who took his place.
He's the Budweiser guy?
The guy right there.
Is that where he's from, Budweiser? He was from a different place, right? Where he used to come?
I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I did not really do a lot of homework on Mark Klaus. But, again, kind of just, I have no reason not to trust that he can do the job. And I will say this, I do like the fact that people in this organization, they have a very specifically lined definition of what their job is. And that's what they do. So,
and the potential of this team. So it's both everything this team has done
might have been Chris
in its
Thompson.
past, but also about what we're going to do in the future.
What up, now?
What's that, OG? Nah, you got it. Let me know what's on, man. You gonna catch it? Ah, there we go. It's good hands. There we go. Get to be a kid again for a day, huh?
Revo really enjoys hanging out with the kids. Like you can tell he really gets into it, and I like that because he is a captain. He is a special teams Pro Bowler, and he's a guy who always seems to be hanging on to a job. But I think he's one of those guys that'll always find a spot on his team. Old Jeremy Reeves. Just because of what he can do on special teams, he's a good backup safety. He's a guy that I think will always be around and always be a good ambassador for the organization as a player.
I'm always excited to get back, man. It's year 8 for me, and so I'm just happy to be playing ball still and getting to compete and having a great group of guys with me that I get to go to work with every day. That's the most exciting part about it is the guys in the building. We just get to now piggyback off of what we did last year and just continue to build off the group that was there. I told DQ when I got back, it's really cool that we kept a lot of the key pieces. We got a lot of guys that were there last year to come back, and so to get to build off of what we built last year with a group of men is exciting.
What you guys mean to the city, what you mean to the team, what you mean to winning is everything.
It's surreal, especially being the first year for me. I already felt that coming in, though. When I came in May last year, I felt that energy around the locker room, around the facilities, just the teammates, the front office, everybody was excited.
Who's that right there?
Everybody was there, tapped in, and gave it their all.
Brandon Coleman. That's Brandon Coleman.
I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, you never really saw him without his helmet on.
Yeah. I mean, now I know for sure. But I couldn't tell.
He's a big.
I know we got we got a non-video audience. They're like, who the fuck's talking? Brandon
True.
Coleman.
Yeah. So that was Brandon Coleman talking. Yeah, I probably just keep that in mind that, there's a lot of people talking and I'm not telling them who it is.
Season training camp, and then once we get rolling, that first game, that second game, that third game, we kind of felt that energy coming
Boo,
from the fans.
Teddy.
It was amazing support all season, man. I'm really thankful for that.
Oh man, it's awesome, man. This is where it all starts. Honestly, like we feed off them just as much as they feed off us. And it's a big part of who we are and what we're trying to build here. So it's awesome to come out here and hang out with them for the day and get to have some fun, man.
That was Revo talking again.
Yeah,
Jerry Reeves, like I
Jerry
said.
Reeves.
Yeah, Reeves is he's definitely kind of found himself a nice role as being that ambassador. Like he's the backup that everyone's going to root for. Comments here. Ryan Lyles says, yeah, that was Chris Thompson, and he came very well respected from Campbell's Food. Campbell's Food. That's where the Mark Klaus, the new team president, comes from. He's from Campbell's Soups.
Campbell's Soup, yeah.
Okay, let me see what's going on. We got a couple others.
Now we're back in the draft.
We're
Peter's
looking
on the
into,
phone.
and then we'll see who's on the clock, and then I'll hit you back.
How long is this motherfucker?
Do what?
This is a pretty long video, man.
It is, but yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through it. But that was like they were just recapping the draft party and everything else they had down did at National Harbor. But now they're back in the war room, day 3.
We're looking at Harris.
You got Josh Harris on the left. You got Adam Peters in the middle. You got Dan Quinn on the right. The brain trust. And if I'm not mistaken, old Adam Peters has got some Starbucks in front of him. That says Dan Quinn.
Never drank it. My wife goes there every day.
I'm not much of a Starbucks guy. I can tell you right now that I can tell you that Adam Peters, I can tell you this much. Whatever he has is an iced coffee. That's a cold brew. And then Dan Quinn's got regular coffee. So I'm a side with Adam Peters on that one. I'm more of an iced coffee guy myself.
Yeah, we're gonna pick, buddy.
Somebody was trying to trade up.
Yeah, we're gonna pick. Okay.
They're like, nah, we're gonna take
thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna play, Steve. All right, later. All right.
My name's Steve.
All right, Adam Peters.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Fucking Josh Harris goes, Adam fucking Peters. Let him cook.
That's gotta be Josh Harris's brother behind him, right? That's gotta be a relative for sure, right?
It looks like it for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a doppelganger. It's gotta be a son or something, man.
Yeah, there's a guy behind Josh Harris that looks like Josh Harris.
It looks like if you drew Josh Harris from memory.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I think, is that Mitchell Rails over there to on the other side?
Yeah, that's the other owner, right?
Yeah.
One of the other
that's Mitchell Rails.
Yeah. You see him with Magic all right.
You see him, you never hear him.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna pick, buddy. Yeah. No. You're gonna find out in 2 minutes. All right. All right. Thanks.
He's calling back all these GMs
with
who want
5
to trade.
votes in the Commanders caucus. We're gonna go with a really, really good slot receiver and the best punt returner in the draft and a true commander.
They're calling him a slot receiver. I think it's interesting. That's something we haven't really discussed. That if he's playing the slot, what the fuck's Deebo gonna be at?
Well, here's the thing. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
You can put Deebo on the outside. Deebo's big enough to play on the outside. He's 6 feet
Yeah, but he ain't
tall.
good enough to play on the outside. That motherfucker runs 2 routes, bro.
Let's
just be real.
That we know of.
Man, Deebo Samuel runs max 3 routes, bro. It's a slant, a hitch, and get the fuck out.
It says, but they say the same thing about Jaylin Lane.
Yeah, I mean,
So I think
he's a rookie though.
I think their idea is that Jaylin Lane's also going to be a punt returner.
Yeah, I think that's his main job probably.
But he's also going to be Deebo's backup. If he's good enough.
Who's outside, Brown or Gallup? Who's
Well,
outside, Brown or Gallup? Where do you put McCaffrey? He's also a slot. I'm just asking.
McCaffrey's big enough, though, that you could probably put him on the outside. He lined up on the outside.
A lot of niggas can line up outside. I mean, I don't know.
Let's see. This is going to be interesting how they work these plays. But you see, the thing is that I trust Cliff Kingsbury because he's the kind of guy who will find a way to work guys into different packages and get them looks.
An embarrassment of riches. That's what he has.
Take it. I will take it. Let's see. Everybody seems to be very excited in the war room.
And that other owner looks like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Poor Mitchell Rails does look like he's a bit drained of blood. He's a very, very pale individual. But anyway, going some of the comments here before we move forward. Lux says that Revo's a glue guy, excels on specials, good back at the both safety spots, can hang on for a while. He's been in the league 8 years.
Yeah,
not all it does, but
eight years longer than most people think he would have been in the league. By the way,
yeah.
He's all NBA, all NBA.
Wonder
all
if they
NFL
had
player.
to hide logos. It's better than Starbucks cup in a Game of Thrones scene.
Yeah,
doesn't really look like they were trying to, because they're blurring out faces of a couple guys in there earlier. So I mean, they had the capacity to blur stuff out if they need to. So I don't think they were trying to hide logos. Defense is going to be asking the same questions we're asking. Where we put these guys? What are they going to do with them? Who knows? Maybe we run some 4 wide sets.
Yeah. 4 wide would be awesome. I would love to see a 4 wide, like a spread.
Run a 4 wide spread, and you got either Ertz
Eckler back there, Eckler back there, fucking just,
or you can run with
4
wide
single back.
Yeah. You can do so much. That's the one thing that when you had the ability to run a variety of different positions and run different guys, different positions, and do different things out of the same looks, it's you keep the opposing offenses off guard. You give Jayden different weapons, so I can't complain. And Lane's just fast. His route tree was limited coming out of college, but you never know. Doesn't mean he's not coachable. Guys can learn new routes.
I hear the phone ring. The whole room gets quiet. AP's on the phone talking to me.
Hello? It's Jaylin.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? This is Adam Peters, Commanders. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Doing great, man. Where you at?
I'm back home. Got family. Yes, sir. South Carolina with my family.
All right. Who you with?
And my mom, pop, aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody in here. And then, he said, tell your family about to be a commander. Everybody went crazy.
All right. Well, we'll turn around and tell them you're going to be the true commander, man. You're a BMF. Exactly what we're looking for. You're a commander on our board. Top returner on our board. And we were thrilled that you were here, man. Congratulations.
My mother looked all right there.
I appreciate you, Coach, man.
I wish you would.
He's like, I don't know who that is, but
yeah.
Well, you can find Jaylin on Twitter. Ask him.
I'm all right. I'm
married
man.
Yeah.
Means the world.
Man, we were so pumped to go down there and see you. Just watching you the last couple months, man. Just so impressed, and you got so much in front of you.
Yes, sir. Most definitely, man. I'm ready to work. I appreciate you, Coach.
All right, man. I'll be giving Coach DQ. 1 second.
Got you. Yeah.
Jaylin, Coach, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Coach. How are you?
Man, I couldn't be more pumped and more honored to welcome you to this president. You're the exact competitor, man. Welcome home, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach. I'm ready to work.
Yeah,
thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that the adjective of choice is always competitor? They really, I mean, as much as they like talent, they like guys who go out there and fight. They want guys who go out there and just give you max effort.
Yeah.
Which again, it's a culture thing, and those are the easiest guys to coach in a lot of times. Lux says laying Deebo on the same time on the field at the same time with shifts and sweeps.
Double reverses would be stupid. If they decided to do some stupid shit, like those reverses into the passes they was trying to do with McCaffrey.
Yeah.
We should totally do the tush push, by the way, McCaffrey. We should totally do it.
Possible. I mean, he's a good guy to do it.
Yeah.
Well, you know that quarterback draw that Mariota ran?
Mm-hmm.
You find a way to like direct snap it to McCaffrey and have him run with it.
Yeah. Just line him up and just push him over, dog. They allow the Eagles to do it. Push it, motherfucker, over.
Hey Cliff, I'll draw up those plays for you for a phenomenal
Put Payne in the
fee.
backfield. Put Payne in the backfield because he's played fullback and have him just shove the shit out of McCaffrey, bro.
I mean, look.
That's what I do.
You gotta use what you got. But here's the funny thing: we were perfect on 4th and 1 conversions.
No, we didn't need the tush push.
We didn't need no tush push.
A bunch of pushies. And pushies up in Philly, dog. Straight
pushies up in Philly.
Straight pushy activity. Bunch of smelly
EM said that Jaylin Lane's routes might have been limited due to his quarterback being limited. Possible.
I mean, he's in college. I don't care if he runs 3 routes, but a nigga been in the league 8-9 years, only runs 3 routes. That's what I'm talking about. He ain't going out the slot. That nigga, Deebo Samuel, is going to be the slot, dog.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm really interested to see how they handle all this. Obviously, I don't think either one of those guys is going anywhere.
If Deebo Samuel's placed outside, you know what route he's going to run. Hitch, slant. That's all he got out there, dog. That's the only thing he's going to do out there on the outside. Hitch, slant.
I think Deebo's got the ability to run flies.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I can run a fly, nigga. That's just straight.
A good fly.
Hit to the straight, edge your way to the sideline. Just be faster than the other guy. I mean, that's a route. That's the first route all of us learned how to run.
Deebo's pretty quick. Just saying.
Deebo is quick, man. Deebo's probably a top 5 to 7 football player, dog. I'm not knocking Deebo.
And honestly, the thing with Jaylin Lane I see is that he's going to be the guy that are going to use to take the tops off of defense.
I want to know who's going to be, if we go 3 receivers, who's the third outside? Who's the second receiver outside?
I think
Deebo's in the slot.
It all depends on the formation. All depends on the package. I don't think you're gonna have one guy out there opposite Terry. I think you're gonna see Deebo get time out there. Jaylen's gonna get time out there. McCaffrey did spend some time out there. Brown, you got Michael Gallup, you got all these guys.
Gallup's still gonna have more receiving yards than your boy. I already got that bet in with Steve. Nah, the other tight end, the backup, getting the $4 million.
Oh, Bates?
Yeah. Gallup gonna have more yards than Bates. I called it. Nobody listened to me, dog.
Well, I don't want Bates getting a ton of receiving yards. Man, I want Bates blocking.
I want to earn $5 million.
Bates is a 6th offensive lineman. Period.
I already know you're gonna crush it.
With the 128th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jaylin Lane, wide receiver, Virginia Tech.
I wish we retired the name Jaylin.
There's a lot of Jaylins and all that.
I'm Jaylin Lane. I play wide receiver for the Washington Commanders.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, for sure. I had a bunch of just close family. And, I just wanted to share that moment with them because, without them, I wouldn't be where I am. So, just to be able to share that moment with them and them having the impact they had on me was very important to me.
All right.
I always want the Croskey.
We're about to be on the clock here in a little bit. Should we take Toronto? Yeah. All right.
Dan Quinn's laughing his ass off.
Well,
I'll let you. Yeah, thanks, buddy. We got about 3 more picks, and then hopefully it doesn't go. We can get it. But you never know how that goes. But all right, man. We'll hit me up soon. Catch up. All right, buddy. All right, man. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. No hesitation. No hesitation. Yes.
All right, so this is one I'm a little lost on. They all are wearing T-shirts over their dress shirts. Says "Your light lives on in all of us." CCT. I don't know who CCT is.
Let's make a name up.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, we're very nice. Probably some serious shit.
I think somebody died. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, everybody dies, B. You tough for what?
That's one of the guarantees in life. It ends.
People get shot every day, B. You be all right.
I don't know what it is. All I know is that Dan Quinn was just laughing his ass off about something. Adam Peters is on the phone. It's like, yeah, we ain't trading. And they're just moving on.
When you're just, yeah.
I'd have
Which is nice to have like ultimate.
What'd you say, Deb?
I would ask like for ridiculous stuff. If I knew I wouldn't trade, I'd be like, yeah, man. Like at the Pittsburgh calls, like, yeah, man, throw us Bosa. You know, just like, like just some crazy shit, which might work.
Like you don't know until you ask, right?
Yeah, it's like Kansas City's on the line. They want to make a trade. Oh man, we love to have your backup quarterback, Pat Mahomes. Just ask for Kelsey or some shit. Yeah, we trade the 6th round pick. Can we have a Kelsey just to see? Just so they laugh at us. No.
But it's interesting to see these two communicating as well, like, and not just like formally. They're just kind of just surveying the land in front of them. It looks like.
Yes, like no strings attached. Yes, brotherhood. Yes, like easy. Yeah, it wasn't even told you.
Yeah, he would have.
It's really cool.
Hello.
Young Bruin.
I see UCLA.
Yes, sir. How are we?
Yeah, this is Madrano.
Safety turn linebacker.
How are you, sir?
The Washington Commanders. How you
do what?
Safety turn linebacker.
Something like that.
Yeah. I remember him. He's fast.
He is fast.
Yeah, doing, man?
Very fast.
I'm doing good.
I got another old Bruin over here too. And,
that's my sleeper pick, by the way.
Welcome to the NFL, man.
That's your sleeper.
You know, that phone call was very surreal and very emotional for me. Just being able to talk to that Coach Norton about it. And
I was ready
for the 2 years that he was at UCLA. And then
he's both.
I'm sure everybody's seen it, but there's like that story that goes around that I texted Coach Norton probably like 2-3 minutes before they actually
hope he
called
grows
me.
a beard, man. That thing's gonna look like that one Muppet that cooks.
I just told him come get me. And, so he got that text. Don't know if he saw it before they called or not, but yeah, it's at 2:51 and they think they called at 2:55. So
yeah, thank you.
If you didn't catch it, that was King Madrano. He was the pick we got later in the draft. Linebacker from UCLA. Talk about how he texted. Of course, Ken Norton Jr. was his position coach at UCLA. And about 3 minutes before they called him to say, hey, we're going to draft you, he texted Ken Norton saying, hey, coach, what do you think? And before he got a response, they're calling him.
Coach Norton.
Oh man, I just got off the phone with Sean. I said, "Hey, should we pick Kane?" I couldn't even finish my sentence. He's like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you so much.
Oh man, you're gonna be great here, man. You're just scratching the surface. You fit us perfectly. You take the ball away, man, and you're just getting started. You got the best linebacker coach in the NFL here.
Hey, that's for sure.
Hey, Kane, what's up?
What up, Coach?
Congratulations.
We meet again.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. I can't wait, Coach.
Good. You sound really happy.
I was also had a thought in the back of my mind, like I want to be with Coach Norton. Like that's the one coach just that I have a great connection with, obviously for working with him for 2 years prior. I didn't really have like a specific team of like, hey, I knew this team or I knew this team. So I can't really say I knew that Washington was going to come get me, but in the back of my head, it was, I hope that they do for this reason, being able to learn from the best.
King, congrats, dude. We cannot wait to get
Coach Quinn, thank you so much for taking the.
You know, I like
Game
that.
Madrino jersey would be pretty dope, dog.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
might have to grab one of those if he makes team.
I think he's interesting because he does get that opportunity to continue to be coached up. Obviously, Norton got him coached up to play linebacker in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can Norton continue that work? Obviously, Norton did great work with the kid. Kid loves playing for Ken Norton Jr.
The only problem I have with him is he's a little light in the ass. You know, a box safety in college is a different game than box safety in the NFL.
But he was a linebacker in college.
But he was only, you know, it wasn't 220 pounds or some shit. You know, I don't know. All packages are sub packages now in college and pro. So I don't know if he was really a linebacker. It's like Hampton, like Amarion Hampton, like Hampton plays for us and when we had Khaleke Hudson. It's kind of the same type of player. Like they can run and cover and they can hit you, but you know, you got a 315-pound tackle pulling out on the screen.
Well, that's what that's where having a coach like Ken Norton helps.
Yeah.
A guy who already knows your strengths and weaknesses, he doesn't have to learn them.
And speed, you can't coach that. No, you can't coach the speed.
So Deluxe answered our question. He did some digging. The Colts on Saturday of the draft honored Coral Turpinning, the late wife of Colts director of college scouting Matt Turpinning, by having staff wear shirts that says "Your light lives on" and all of his CCT. And other teams wore the shirts on day 3 to show support.
That's pretty cool.
You know what? Hats off to our organization for being one of the ones that showed support. Even though I still don't like Jim Irsay.
I knew it. I knew he was going to say something about Jim Irsay, man.
I know a lot of people in our fan
Rest
base.
in peace, Jim Irsay, by the way. I don't want him to die, but he was fun. It was cool to make fun of him. But you know,
a lot of people in his fan base were so sad because like he's the one who got rid of Snyder.
He did it.
Yeah, but he did so almost you know, he wanted to be very punitive.
Yeah, it's low hanging fruit at that time.
Yeah, yeah, he did it to take heat off of himself because you know, dead hooker in the hotel room stuff. But
I think it was a mystery.
I'm not going to relitigate his sins. Let me move forward.
I think it was a mystery.
Chance on me, I promise you, I will not let you down. Thank you, sir.
You made
Thank you so much, Coach.
We're gonna kick a lot of this.
See the other thing with King Madrano, I like this kid because I really feel like that he feels super fortunate to have the opportunity. So he'll give you 150%. What that leads to, we'll find out. But I think he's gonna give you a lot of effort.
And he looks like a Muppet.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are. I can't wait.
He wanted a leader. He wanted a competitor, and I won't let him down with that. You know, I very competitive. It's a competitive nature. It runs inside my blood. And I feel like I'm a leader. I'm good at leading. I understand what people need and what they want and how to approach that certain situations. And so, you know, just for him to take the chance of, you know, calling my phone and saying that he wants me to be a Washington Commanders, it just meant a lot. Just the type of person he is, the coach that he is, you know, and I just wanted to make sure that he knew that, you know, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to give you my best effort day in and day out. I'm going to come in here and compete right away and just get better and make everybody else around me better.
Hey, King, congrats.
How you doing, sir? Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I cannot wait to get there. Thank you so much.
Well, you're in the NFL, man.
Yeah. Ooh. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will. Thank you so much for taking the chance. Yeah, see you soon.
With the 205th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.
You recognize that man, Dev? You met him.
I can't see his face.
That's Scousey. That's one of the British contingents.
Oh, okay.
Brits. Yeah, he was our international fan of the year. He came in and got to announce the last pick there.
That's pretty awesome.
It's Scotty.
the Washington Commanders select Kane Medrano, linebacker, UCLA. Race hell, everyone.
No matter how tough you try to sound, if you're British, it doesn't sound tough.
What?
No matter how tough you are, if you're British, it doesn't sound tough. I love it. Like when I watched the what was it, the Leon's the boxer, fucking the tall nigga that used to fight Tyson and beat him all the fucking time. Lennox Lewis. Yeah, you're like when he was talking. You remember he talked shit to Tyson and it just wasn't. Tyson like, fuck you up, I'll eat your kids. Praise Allah. He was all on him, and then this motherfucker's over like, he's like, you better off fighting Butterbean. It's like it was funny as shit what he was saying, but it's like, man, I don't feel like you're gonna do anything. He did beat the shot.
By the way, I'm going to say this right now. This is a hot take. I think Lennox Lewis is the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time.
One of them. He's definitely the smartest, for sure. Definitely the smartest boxer that understood his
There
height.
is not a single opponent that he fought that he did not beat. Even when he lost Oliver McCall, he got that back.
Yeah.
When he got the stupid draw against Holyfield, he got that back.
That one. He should have got that one though. But
he should have gotten that first one, but he didn't.
Didn't he beat Mike in the Olympics too?
No, he beat Riddick Bowe in the Olympics.
Was it Riddick Bowe? I thought he got Mike too.
That was the fight that never happened that we should have had. Yeah. But Bowe didn't want. I never could tell if Bowe was ducking Lennox Lewis or if Bowe just didn't want Lennox to get more money out of him.
He's just too tall, man. At that time, there was no one
like
that.
They're both the same height, dude. They're both
really.
Yeah, Bowe was tall too.
Mike beat Bowe, didn't he?
No, Bowe never fought Mike.
Really?
But remember, Bowe retired young after the Andrew Galata fights.
I thought he fought Mike Tyson.
Oh, we never got Bowe versus Tyson either. Tyson went away, and the whole heavyweight. I gotta save this because that one day we're gonna have a heavyweight 90s conversation because heavyweight boxing in the 90s was absolutely insane.
It was.
But oh, here comes Ryan Elias. No way, he is a beast, but the Klitschko brothers.
Yeah, Klitschko brothers were told.
Hey, Ryan,
everybody was gone though by the time they got
Ryan. An aging Lennox Lewis beat Vitaly Klitschko.
Yep.
Enough said. A young Vitaly Klitschko. Deluxe says, random challenge. Try to look tough while drinking from a straw.
I drink from a straw all the time.
Yo, we used to do that. We used to do that back in the day. We just say, we're like, yeah, you can't do it. It's like,
I can do it. I got straw.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah, but there's your hot take of the evening from me. Lennox Lewis is the best heavyweight pound for pound of all time.
He's one of them.
I mean, I've seen him destroyed, dude. I saw him just destroy Galata, destroyed Razor Ruddock, destroyed Shannon Briggs. You put somebody in front of him, he knew how to fight him. So and he was aging and beat a Klitschko. He didn't get to fight the other one because the other one had had a temporary fall off. But didn't he cut Vitaly with a headbutt? It wasn't incidental. They clacked heads, but he was outpointing Vitaly. But Vitaly did get a cut, and he worked the cut open. But he did start the cut. They clacked heads. It wasn't an intentional headbutt. You could tell. It was just boxers moving in close. Heavyweight fighters, when they get in tight, it's gorillas in a phone booth. But I actually watched that fight a couple months ago, actually.
Mike couldn't even get inside on Lennox when he fought him. He couldn't get inside. And it was a young Mike, really. He couldn't get inside on him then.
Mike.
Too smart,
Mike could get inside on a lot of guys just because of the fact that he was quick.
No, not Lennox.
Ryan Lyon says, man, we need heavyweight fighting back. You ain't lying. You are not lying. But now we move on to our most intriguing pick.
That's Brent Brennan. That's talking about Bill. No way. Yeah. Do it, man. The guy beat his ass off. Couldn't play. Scout team, special teams, everything he did. Great kid. You know, so anything to worry about? Hell no. You know, so last pick. Ready?
Let's should pick me, dog.
Bill. Yeah. I told you what Bill come from. It's when he was a kid. Yeah. That's what he wanted.
Are they actually at the draft or back in DC?
What?
Are they actually at the draft or back at DC?
Are they? Where are they drafted? No, they're in DC.
I always wondered that because I was like, why would they drive all the way there with everybody there to decorate the rooms and shit?
Hold on.
I never knew.
Ryan Elias says, I have a story about Rahman. Talking about Hassan Rahman. Long story, but I thought he was going to kick my ass for about 5 seconds. It was really cool, though. Giant hands.
Man, my homeboy.
Sorry, it was Deluxe that said this. Deluxe, I got to bring you on if you've got a story about you thinking Hassan Rahman was going to kick your ass. Because that dude was nuts.
Man, my homeboy was down in Nashville and saw Chris. I mean, my homeboy Chris was down in Nashville and saw Mike Tyson. And he was like in the elevator. And Mike Tyson's elevator. And he was like, man, I want to take a picture of Mike. He said it took him the whole elevator ride. They got on the same floor for him to pick up enough courage to ask him, can I get a picture? And he said when he asked him, he was like, come here, hurry the fuck up. Like, he was just like, come on, motherfucker. Like, he was just so terrified. He snapped it and took the fuck off. He showed me the picture. It looked like he was like terrified, man. Like, and Chris is bigger than me. I'm like, you know, he's like 6'3", 300. He's a big dude himself, dog. He's bigger than like, but he felt like, fuck, dude.
I know what Mike can do.
I don't know, man. I feel like I watched him fight Jay Paul. I feel like, man, you know, I couldn't take a punch from him, but I think I could give him one, man. I think I could give him one and then run. I feel like I could get Mike.
Says, oh, I thought I was going to die for a second. Rockman was kind of nuts. He was kind of nuts. It was usually to his own detriment half the time, but he was kind of nuts. But anyway, so apparently
run too.
They're talking about Jacory, the running back that we drafted.
Merritt.
Yeah, and apparently his nickname is Bill.
My wife said before today, she said Bill no matter what.
What's that?
I swear to God, his wife said
Oh, yeah.
my wife said
Dude, man, my wife better not ever say Bill no matter what.
Well, apparently Bill is Jacory Rogers Barrett's nickname. And I'm like, Bill? Bill? Where the hell Bill come from? They even asked that, like, where did that come from? And Dan Quinn's like, where did that come from?
Hey, Rob. Jacory Croskey-Merritt. You got it? Yeah. All right.
Hello,
Bill.
what's going on?
What's up, man? Adam Peters from Commanders. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. You did it the hard way, man. You went from Alabama State to New Mexico to Arizona to an NFL draft pick with the Washington Commanders. Congratulations,
Yes,
man.
sir. Thank you, Coach.
We are so pumped to add you, man.
Yeah, I got a good. Yeah, I got a good.
We do, man. You are.
Yeah, I got a good.
Prophetic words, because apparently he is stunning people at camp.
I asked my daughter about him.
Oh, really?
You know, she cheerleaded at Arizona when he was there.
Yeah.
I asked her about him, and she said he's like real quiet. He just works. She did say, you know, she was just like, you wouldn't know he's in the room. He's real
Basically, he's the kind of guy our team's looking for.
quiet.
Yeah.
Just real quiet.
Yeah, I got that impression. He's just a dude who kind of just puts his head down and goes to work.
By the way, again, my daughter's also in the NFL.
Yep. Congratulations again to Dev's daughter, who's a cheerleader for the Arizona Cardinals now. You need to parlay that into some on-field access. Maybe we need to bring her on sometime. Find out how that cheerleading audition process works in the NFL.
I'm curious to know.
Well, there we go. Future content, people. Look what we're coming up with right here on the fly. All right, let's wrap this one up.
Good. That's all I gotta say, Coach. I'm so happy, man.
Oh, we're so happy.
Yeah, I got a good.
So it was so great meeting you out here, man. You represent everything that we are, man.
Family. They've been with me the whole process, seeing my bad days and my good days, and it was just like it was great to see like all the hard work paying off.
You did it the hard way. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Who you with?
Appreciate you. Family.
Yeah.
We're family right now. Yes, sir.
Who is it?
The whole family. The whole family. The whole family. Hey, make some noise, man.
Yeah. You guys make some noise for Bill. Congratulations, man. I'm giving you Coach DQ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bill is a nickname was diabolical, bro.
Do what? What'd you say?
I said Bill as a nickname was diabolical. I love it. I wonder if his name is like Jacory William or something like that.
Yeah, it's apparently something as a kid he wanted to be called Bill.
Just
he knows.
random
Here's
shit.
the thing: like the last name I would look at him and think would be Bill.
That's like, my stepdaughter, man, her name is Toby. That's not her name. It's nothing even related to that. She just watched Charlie or whatever. It used to TV show. It used to come on Disney with the kids, and the baby's name was Toby, and she was a kid. She wanted to go by Toby. Literally, they call her Toby from now on for like 13 years. But that's not her name. Not even remotely
There you
close.
go. That's how these things happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, congrats, man.
Man, appreciate it, Coach. You got a good one. That's all I got to say, Coach. You got a great one, Coach.
Isn't it the best when you prove it and you earn it, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's exactly who you are.
Yes, sir.
You can't waste it. It's just true. And
Yes,
the
sir.
running back coach wants to get you. But congrats. I'm giving to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Good to hear that voice again, boy.
Yeah, let's
I don't know
do it,
about
Coach.
this. Tell me about
Already.
this. You tell me about this build.
I got Hey, they won on ready, Coach. I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready, Coach. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.
I appreciate
I
you too.
appreciate y'all.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That guy runs like his hair's on fire.
I'll see you soon,
Yeah, he
Coach.
does.
See you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. All right.
He reminds me of Geis.
With the 245th pick in the 2025
Yeah, hopefully without all the issues.
yeah.
NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jacory Croskey-Merritt, running back.
Bill.
That's Bill. That's dope.
That's what our
If you
kids call
guys
me,
are not
Bills.
watching, if you guys are not watching those, you got to. This is the 4th episode of season 4. Basically, ever since they became the Commanders, they started doing this thing called Commander's Log, right? You should be watching. But I really like that one because it talked about the draft. The draft just ended, and you got to see the behind the scenes. You really got to see everything looks organized. It looks professional. These guys, they're all acting like a well-oiled unit. We're not used to that around here. I like seeing that. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. The Bill thing makes me like Croskey-Merritt a lot more.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Call me Bill.
Yeah.
Bill. All right, Bill. Go out there, run that ball, Bill. Because if he becomes a starter, he starts ripping off touchdowns. I'll be in the chats and everything else like touchdown, Billy. Yeah. But
Billy, don't you use my number? Anywhere.
I do like you can tell that they're, whereas we heard a lot about getting the culture guys from Ron Rivera, but you really see it in these draft picks. Like, it's like, look, we're going for guys who fit what we want to do and everything else, but damn, they gotta have certain character aspects about it. We want guys. We want guys who work their ass off. And look at this. See, Deluxe is doing the research for us here. Deluxe Kid comes in and says, I got nicknamed Bill from having a bald head when I was little. I used to have a low haircut. So people picked on me and said I looked like the character Little Bill, so it stuck on me. I remember Little Bill.
I do too, man. I can see it like it's right here. It's hilarious.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
Man.
That is funny. But you know what though?
Black people's nicknames, man, you can't really use them at work. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, you can you would buy like white people's nicknames are like Chip and Dusty. Like you can go to a bank and be like getting a loan from Chip. You can't go to a bank and ask Pookie for a loan, bro. It's not going. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to a bank and be like, hey man, can Michi come out front and give me a loan? It's not gonna work. Junebug, my cousin Junebug, that don't work. If you got a cousin named Junebug, don't think he's working on cars.
Hold on. We got some.
Junebug can work on a car.
We got some nicknames in my family from the white side. I got a lot of cousins who have played D1 college sports, right? Of course, I had a cousin named Bubba who was a 4-year starter at linebacker.
Definitely a fat guy or a white guy nickname.
Bubba was a linebacker for James Madison. He was a 4-year starter.
You can still be governor as Bubba though. You can be Bubba.
You be governor and be Bubba. This is
Bubba
true.
Croniker. Yeah,
that was his name.
Like that.
Bubba Croniker.
Yeah, Bubba Croniker. You would vote for that. Yeah, Pookie Croniker probably not.
But at the same time, I had 3 other cousins. They all played D1 baseball, and they were from the same dad. The nicknames Rookie, Weeble, and Opie.
Yeah, those are white nicknames.
Rookie?
Yeah.
I ain't voting for Renault Rookie. I love my cousin Rookie. Great dude. I would not vote for a rookie.
I got a cousin whose nickname is Kunta.
We know where that came from.
Yeah, he's light skinned too, by the way. He's not even.
You ever notice, all right. I can have this conversation with you. You ever notice that the dudes who take on a lot of names like that, like a Kunta or something like that, are the light skinned dudes?
Yeah, true. Like Tiny's a big guy. Yeah, every time. Yeah, I get that.
I've noticed that. I'm just like, I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I ain't one to argue. But yeah, I got a Rookie Weevil. I got.
I'm gonna go buy a car from Yeezy.
Porky, got all these guys in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're one of almost 40 grandchildren from your grandparents, you just nicknames start flying.
Yeah, white nicknames are like Tiger. You know what I'm saying? No offense.
Tiger is a Cablinasian nickname.
Yeah,
as Tiger Woods said he was. Tiger was like, "What race do you identify as?" He says, "I am Cablinasian." That always stuck with me. Cablinasian.
It's just a fancy way of saying niggers. And Nutella, my bad.
My life says chill.
Everybody black now, man. If you redheaded, you
bro,
black.
my family still calls my name. I'm forever Boo Boo.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy a car from Boo Boo. No. I wouldn't want to get a bank loan.
He was a big Yogi the Bear fan as a kid. Hey, Boo Boo. Damn, Ryan, I can't see you in person now. I might just go, hey, Boo Boo, when you walk up.
You want to get a pick in the basket? Well, man.
You want to have a sip of this beer?
I feel like him and Jabber Giles was the same fucking voice.
Probably. It's like the same
Hanna-Barbera, yeah.
Like Hanna-Barbera had like the same 6 people doing all the voices.
Yeah.
And
one
one
like
of them was
Skeletor was like fucking Cobra Commander. No.
But anyway, guys, wanted to go over that with y'all.
What's
Ryan Elias says, cut me off with that one. Ryan Elias says, we got cousins named Pikachu. Pikachu.
Wow. That's racist.
All right, so I used to my first vehicle.
What's the most racist name you ever got called, Phil?
Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna call it a few. But when I was in high school, my first vehicle, I inherited my dad's truck. It was a 1985 black Nissan pickup truck. You know those little Nissan pickup trucks that came out in the 80s? That a certain ethnic group likes to pile about 6 people into the front cab.
Which ethnic group was that, Phil?
Oh, the same ethnic group that caused all my friends, and of course, one that I share bloodlines with. And that's why someone nicknamed my truck the Spick-Up truck. And it stuck. And by the way, this is the thing. All right. If you understand context, racial shit is funny. That's a perfect example. There are people who tell me I should have gotten offended by that. I thought it was hilarious because that's clever as hell.
Racism is funny. Because it's stupid to even be racist.
O'Neal said it. Racism is funny. He even said it was I want more racist.
I got called a moon cricket once, man, and that was before Wikipedia and shit. I had to you couldn't look that shit up. Like, what the fuck is a moon cricket? I just knew it was racist. I knew it was racist because the guy said, "Click clack, get out my yard, you moon cricket." So I was like 13. I went to my grandma's house and she told me what it was. It was just like, where the white people would make fun of black people singing slave songs at night like crickets. So they called them moon crickets. I always wonder why they're so happy.
Look, if anyone's ever seen the movie Clerks 2, you know the whole bit about the term porch monkey. That's a great scene.
No, I don't feel. Explain it to us.
Just talking about it's a white guy who didn't realize it was racist. He thought it was just meant for lazy people in general.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, my grandma used to call me a little porch monkey. And he goes, it's because your grandma was racist. He goes, no, he's not talking about lazy black people. He's talking about lazy people.
You know what? Married to a white woman at this point, but the only thing that I miss about dating a black woman is that you can go home and be racist with the same color race person. Now you gotta explain racist stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference.
See, as long as the context is light, ain't nothing wrong with it.
I have been trying to trick my.
Lord knows this podcast makes more racial jokes than any other podcast in the Commanders.
I've been trying to trick my wife into saying the N-word for fucking 7 years, bro. I was doing it. I was trying to hide cameras in the car, watching, listen to NWA. Her favorite song is literally. If you tell her to pick her favorite rap song, it will be "Down for My Niggas." I'm down. That's her song, dog. That motherfucker will get her in here. She'll C-walk to that motherfucker if it comes on right now. She'll always never say the N-word though. Even if she's explaining a story where the word was said, she still won't say it. I've been trying to trick her for years, man. Just to let it slip. Never. I got a going on bet who'll say it first, her or Steve. Oh no.
I know you're really working Steve on that one.
Yeah.
But see, Ryan Elias says that he's half Hispanic, half Thai.
I got
my God.
Guatemalan and black. We call him Black-a-Malin. Negro Malin.
Yeah, the square body trucks. You had the Toyota version. Yeah, the Toyota had the T100. The Nissans were smaller, right? I had the 5-speed too.
By the way, white people got the cool names for racist stuff, man. There's no crazy names to call white people, bro. We got all the cool ones. Not really any to call. Hispanics are catching up, by the way. It's between Hispanics and blacks. They got the best names.
Yeah, we talking like Beaner, Wetback.
I didn't need you to say them. We know them, Phil. You know what I'm saying? We didn't.
Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, I can say them.
No, don't say.
I got Brazilian. I got Brazilian citizenship in this bitch.
Well, I mean,
well, if we weren't flagged by YouTube before, we are now because I just wouldn't drop those.
Belly will be the only white one. I think it's funny. That's always hilarious. Fish Billy. That's hilarious. So my grandmother Like to use that one a few times.
Ryan Elias says it's funny when you going on your own race. It is
100%.
I used it. And that's the thing. If you're multiracial, it means you get more targets to have
That's
fun
true.
with.
I ask my half race kids all the time, do you ever feel like whooping the other half of your asses, for slavery? But do you like put change money from one pocket to the other and call it reparations? So I don't know how they handle this. Those khaki fellas. The whole world's gonna be beige pretty soon, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Manila, just Manila, like elementary school construction paper.
Look. Basically, in 100 years or so, most of this country is going to be a shade somewhere between mine and Rod's.
It's gonna be khaki.
For those of you who remember Rod when he was on this podcast, it'll be between me and Rod. Everyone's going to fall within that narrow band. Right. And this light washes me out, people. I'm a little more tan than it shows. But yeah, it's gonna be everybody's gonna fall within that range in about 100 years, the way it's going, which is fine. Just means I'm ahead of the curve. But anyway, it's been almost 2 hours, people. We've had a lot of fun tonight. Next pod, I'm just give you a heads up. There's some light stories brewing. We may touch on those, but
can we talk about the Diddy case? No,
that will probably come up. But there is a video I want to show you where someone makes a very bold prediction as to how good Jayden Daniels will be. It's a very bold prediction, and I want to kind of watch that with y'all. Similar to this, it's a shorter video, and we go from there. Deluxe says he got his nickname because of his car when he was 17. It stuck with him since. Deluxe.
Hey, they call you Daywood? What the fuck? I'm just joshing him.
Deluxe, is that where the name Deluxe comes from? Did you have a deluxe car?
What was your first car, Phil?
I said it was the 85 Nissan pickup truck.
I had a Fox body.
See, and then the first car I actually bought with my own money is for $600 because I wanted a car. I wanted 4 doors so I could carry my friends around. I went and got an 87 Ford Tempo.
That's a nice car, though. That's a nice car.
It was nice when I brought it home and spent 3.5 hours.
Was it the 90s?
Subsidizing the paint and everything else.
Was that the 90s?
No, it was an 87. It was one with that third window in the back.
Damn. I don't think I had my own car in the 80s, but I remember my uncle John gave me his old Fox body Ford. It was beat up. It's 5.0 though.
Hey, that's the part that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the first
I had no driver's license since I was in my 30s. Just like y'all know.
The first car I ever owned. Yeah, the first car I ever owned that wasn't over a decade old was when I graduated high school. I got a 2000. I graduated in 2001. I got a 2000 Mitsubishi Mirage. Right. I did some fun things to that car. Ryan Elias.
I had a Nova and I had a Jimmy and a Blake.
What's up, Phil Bullock? You're only almost 2 hours late. We're about to wrap up the show, but hey, better late than never. You need to hit the rewind button.
Phil.
Ryan Elias says his first car was a 1991 Oldsmobile Achieva S, red suede interior, including the panels, bench seats. You kids today don't know about no bench seats.
Yeah, they don't know about them. Y'all know about them carpets that used to be in the back, in the floor, the actual real carpet they used to put in cars. Yeah. I had one of them in the fucking Broham. My mom had a Broham.
That beat felt like a lowrider, but the shocks were gone.
I don't even know if that's how you say the name of that car. Is it Brohams? How you fucking say that?
Which one?
The Brohams, Brahms, whatever the fuck they were. It's a big ass fucking car, man. I remember it.
Oh, the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Brahms.
Is that Brahm, Broham? I could never figure out.
Brahm.
Yeah. Jesus. I think
it was a limo almost.
It was a piece of shit. And I was like the only kid during that time too, man. So I don't know why we had that big ass car. I think it was like one of my uncles, and they gave it to my mom, man.
Oh man.
We had a Pinto also, the green one.
You talking about these.
They had them in 2 colors. I think it was like red or black or like it's like a maroon burgundy-ish or black, and I think this one was like a burgundy one. It was fucking horrible.
You talking about that?
That's exactly the color. That's exactly it. That's exactly the color of that motherfucker. It was terrible. It was terrible. The whole back part where the window was carpeted. It was the worst shit ever, dog. But I remember it felt like a spaceship when you got in it, man.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like when one person had to move, everybody had to move the back seat.
Yeah, see, at least you had something like that. All right.
No seat belts, I don't think.
I had one of these little suckers right here.
Nah, man. We my boy Sammy.
Mine was black, okay.
My boy Sammy had a white one.
I had a black one.
My boy Sammy
same
had
wheels and everything. God, I'm getting.
My boy Sammy had a white one. We wrecked it one time. Greensburg, Kentucky.
Deluxe is according to the movie. It's Bro-Am. I thought it was Brom.
I always thought it was Bro-Ham, bro. And I've always called it that. I don't know what it was, man. I know that's the exact car, though, the exact color and everything. That I remember was always dead flies in the back of that motherfucker, man, like in the back window.
Deluxe has 68 Mustang with an optional Deluxe interior. His buddy started calling him Deluxe.
There you go.
See, yeah. No, I was talking about the tempo. I'll show you real quick. It's when you see it, like, oh, that thing.
Oh, that thing. That's what she said.
Because you know it when you see it, right? Hold on, let me get it in red.
I was at Fox Body.
There it is. There it is. That sucker right there. I spent $600 on that thing in the year 2000. It was an 87. It's back when you get a car for, but that was I had that and I kept the truck. I actually sold that car to a chick I'd gone on a couple dates with, and then she was like, "No, we can just be friends." All right, you still want to buy my car? Yeah. And like a month after I sold it to her, the whole thing blew up on her. But
man,
I sold it to her for $1,000.
I had an 89 Ford Fox Body Mustang. Still a Mustang though.
Hey.
It looked like a cop. It was blue. It looked like a cop car though. That's what cops have Fox Bodies, you know.
91 Achieve S. Since we're talking about this, we'll do this real quick because Elias brought it up. I know what Deluxe is. We all know about the 68 Mustang. But the 91 Oldsmobile Achieva. Yes.
Oh yeah. Looked like a Pontiac.
Was it a 2 or a 4-door?
Pontiac goes on.
Was it a 2 or a 4-door there, Elias?
I haven't seen one of those in so long, man.
Deluxe says the car is probably not why the name stuck. The Arch Deluxe sandwich came out a year later.
Arch Deluxe.
Hey, I missed the Arch Deluxe.
The Arch Deluxe was cold.
So
I haven't eaten McDonald's since last year, bro.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I haven't eaten any fast food.
Is this what you had, Ryan Elias, right here?
That motherfucker. I feel like I knew somebody. I feel like I dated a girl in high school that had that car, man. I feel like I had dated a girl in school that had that car.
Oh,
like a white one. I feel like it. I don't know. Hey, look up at 1989. See if you can find an 89 Fox Body Ford, man, 5.0.
Was it Mustang or was it?
Yeah. It's a Mustang. Fox Body. It looked.
Shit's cold.
Yeah, it was more like the one in that burgundy one, except it was blue. It's more of that.
It was more like this.
Yeah. I don't remember it having a gray undertone to it though.
Well, they sold them with that 2-tone, but yeah, that's when they started getting the body right on that.
Yeah, I wish that I would get one of those now if I over what I have. I have a Challenger, but I would like to get one of those now.
My buddy had 93 GT.
5.0. I went
he got that thing tuned up. He was a Ford certified mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
But he also raced. He got that thing tuned up. He was getting 520 horsepower at the wheels.
Man, I went last weekend when I took my daughter to her mom's family's house to drop her off. and he had a 76 Corvette in mint condition, and had LS dropped a different engine in it, and the engine itself, it was like 840 horsepower at the engine. It was like it gets you 4 miles a gallon, bro, basically, in that car. But man, I had some pictures. You have to show them on Facebook or whatever. I sent you in the chat, but it is the dopest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. I build. Everybody knows I build Corvettes at this point, but I didn't really ever want one. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really. I don't want to, But that one, I wanted it. He said he paid like $3,500 for that car, bro. In 1976, he could probably get about 60.
Let me see here.
Are you looking at the picture?
Trying to pull it up.
Oh, I can send it to you. Let me do.
You sent it in the group chat?
I'll resend it. Let's see what I got. I have some grandparents. All right, here we go. I sent it to her.
There it is. Hold on.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Whoo!
Yeah, that thing.
Let's share this one real quick, people.
That thing was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Y'all. Look at that. Look at that.
It was crazy, man. It was nuts.
Oh, you got the pipes on the side and everything. I went to prom my senior year.
It's 1976. He's had that car since 1976, man. Like it was a little dusty where it's sitting there, but it wasn't like flawless. There was no scratches, dings, nothing on it. It looked like he's taking the inside was just as good.
I went to prom with a chick. We took her car to prom because she has 77. Looked just like that. Except hers was white. It had the pipes on the side and everything. You had to watch when you swung. If you didn't had shorts on when you got out, you had to be careful that you didn't burn your legs on the pipes. Some things ran hot. Yeah, those things are a lot of fun, no doubt about that.
If you
But,
what's your dream car? I know we went a long time now. Fuck it.
My dream car?
Yeah. If you get any car in the world, what would it be?
64 Impala Super Sport, 100 green.
I want the Batmobile. Fuck that shit. But those exist. Right? Those crawlers exist.
64 Impala Super Sport. I want in either a Kelly green or a 100 green. I want white wall tires, and I want the goddamn gold spoke Dayton Boulevards. I am Hispanic, people.
I would like a Lamborghini Murcielago. That would be it for me.
Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty.
Yeah.
It's every time I think of this car, I think of that song.
I like Zimbos also.
I wouldn't mind a 70 Chevelle.
Old school Impalas.
I like the 64 Impala, the 70 Chevelle SS. Here's the thing. As much as I crap on Chevy now, they used to make fantastic cars that I would love. I love the Bel Airs from the 50s. I love all those things. The late 50s, early 60s Impalas, the late 60s Chevelles, all those. Wonderful cars. But yeah, 64.
I mean, if I get like just a straight up like right now current car, I'd like to get a Demon. That would be if I get a Demon Challenger. That would be I would love if I get a Demon Challenger. I would love that.
Current Ford F-150 Raptor.
I'm a big truck guy. I mean, I like I said, I like Zimbos.
But I don't know. I'm really looking into a Ford Maverick, just because I do need something with the truck bed, but I don't need a big truck. If Chevy would get off their ass to make a small truck like that, I might consider it.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish Corvette would make a truck.
Just so you can work on something different.
It would just be a fucking no. I wouldn't want to work on it, but I mean, a Corvette truck would be dope. But like Lambo trucks are dope.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would just. I mean, basically, that would just be an Escalade. I mean, it's you know what I'm saying. It's an Escalade. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
That's exactly what that would be.
If you played the Midnight Club games, you know what it's like to race an Escalade.
Yeah. I mean, the Escalade, man, they run you like 200,000. It's crazy,
The price of the stuff.
crazy.
I don't
What
know.
Brad doing?
I don't know, man. Like part of me is like, all right, I gotta be responsible, get a newer car. And part of me is like, fuck it, my kid's in middle of college. I got no other kids. I want to be like an enthusiast. I want to go back and get one of these older cars that's in good
fix it
shape,
up.
that's fun. Like I saw, and I was like, damn, I'm just short of being able to just drop the cash on it now and be comfortable with it. But somebody had for like a couple grand in good condition a Nissan 240SX.
Man, you not
And I was like,
how much they want for it though?
It was like $3,000. It had like less than 100,000 miles on it.
I'm trying to talk my wife into let me get this Dodge Magnum and putting the Hellcat engine in it.
I just it's just because it's such a random car to have, and I always like to look the SXs. Right, unless I'm not an American car guy, but 2006 Z06 love the body lines, fantastic engine. So much out there for it.
It is.
You would have to fight Rodney Thomas for one of those.
I think it's probably the greatest Corvette they've ever made.
With the 06
we've ever
that
made.
generation.
We've ever made because I was on there. No, I wasn't on that car, unfortunately.
Paul Walker's Skyline would be my dream car. Not so much how they made it look, just that car. You know, the Skylines are dope. I used to have a buddy of mine who had a Supra. I loved how the Supra handled. His was not the generation that was in Fast and Furious, but it was the generation before that. It's a more squared off Supra. That thing was fast and loud. And he had about $12,000 worth of kicker equipment in it. You heard that car. You heard the speakers, then you heard the engine, and then at some point, a couple minutes later, you saw the car. That dude had the loudest system in.
You still got a Mustang?
Me? Nah,
Yeah.
I totaled it. I totaled my Mustang.
I thought you got another one.
No. Gonna enjoy not having an extra car on my insurance for a little while.
Man, you ain't who you kidding, bro. I had 3 on mine. It sucks.
Yeah, I had 3 on mine until I totaled that Mustang. Let me phrase that. Till the deer totaled my Mustang.
Yeah.
Luckily, my insurance didn't go up because they're like deer strike.
Yeah, they got that accident forgiveness or whatever in your state, right? I think they got it here.
Yeah, well, what it is that in Virginia, they look at it like it's legitimate deer strike. There's the conditions are one where you couldn't do anything about it. They just kind of write it off as you're not at fault. So, plus we totaled the vehicle. I mean, the vehicle got totaled. I got more back for it than when I paid for it. That was 3 years after I bought it. I'm not complaining. I'll take that extra cash. But
I got my car has like less than 11,000 miles on it, and I parked it at Walmart, and somebody fucking opened the door and fucked it up. Like, did it right on the body line, like a quarter size dent. And man, I've already priced it out. It's gonna be like $1,100 just to get that out, or I'm gonna have to put it on insurance, and that'll just show my car as being fucking wrecked. So now I got this. I got to go get it fixed on like the 8th or 10th of this month. So hopefully I get it out then, man. I have to come out of cash for it, but it sucked. I went in Walmart, pristine car, come out of Walmart, and somebody just fucking ruined my day. It actually has ruined my month since it happened, but
that does suck,
bro.
All right.
I don't know why I didn't get in the body.
Minutes. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Goss's Garage. I mean, Commanders. But
I'd like to get a 71 Charger. That'd be dope.
That is a nice car. 71 Charger is very nice. But we will continue the conversations about the Commanders, about cars, about whatever else comes on, racial jokes, whatever the case may be. We will do so on Thursday. Till then, as we always say, peace, hail. We out.